Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. How are we all? It has been ages, hasn't it, since we had a live stream because I was away last weekend for my wonderful US trip. We can discuss more about that later on in the cruise for those of you that already know how that went. But guys, I am so glad to be back, and it's great. We've also got a giveaway stream for you as well this afternoon as we give away another copy of the newly updated self-loading cargo. But yes, we're back, which hopefully means lots more live streams and videos to come after a week away from Microsoft Flight Simulator, and of course basically being live here on YouTube. So thank you so much, guys, for being here and joining us. A big shout and hello to each and every one of you as you're coming on board. So welcome, Eternal Space, Mark, Elliot. My trip went fairly well, Elliot. Yeah, hey, Lemon Wolf, Paul, good afternoon to you. Blue Dev, Pedro, Miltsy, 11, hello from Australia. John, good morning from Boston. John, I was actually in Massachusetts briefly at the weekend. Oh, looks like ground to cockpit want me. Well, they're just going to have to wait. 02411, hello. Hey, Barry, good to see you, mate. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, Liana. Kraza, Lee JC, Danny, hello. David, Sean, Anthony, Sebastian. Thank you guys so much. Captain Mid-G. I wasn't in Wisconsin, USA. I wouldn't even know where that is, Captain Miggy, I'm afraid. James, Anna, and Dishy McFlatface, hello. And a shout out as well. Welcome to our Twitch viewers. Hey, Kate Tesora, Hitman, Greater TCI. Good afternoon, guys. So we're just in the briefing room at the moment. We're going to go through, get ourselves set up. It's a nice, easy flight today. I did want to get started a little bit sooner than this, but after a week or so away from doing this, you come back in and you realize there's so much you've got to set up before you do this kind of thing, and I just kept forgetting to do stuff. So then you got to go back and reset and think, oh yeah, I need to do that, and yeah, we should probably do this as well. So I think we're about there. As for flying the actual jet, well, you guys can be my PMs for anything that may seem untoward or that I've forgotten. I'm sure you'll be on hand in the right-hand seat to help us out this afternoon. But yes, pretty straightforward flight. Gatwick, which we're familiar with, across to Hamburg. Flight time today of about 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour 13 according to the box. So let's have a look. The operational flight plan, if you're watching on YouTube, is pinned into the chat, so you can check that out if you so wish. And let's have a look. So a big welcome to everybody else who has just arrived as well. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Right, so let's see. Here we go. Operational flight plan. There it is. Hey, Willis, thank you for subscribing, and Kifi as well. Matt R2, thank you guys, appreciate that. And so here it is. What have we got? Matt, 13 tons, just over. Looking to take a little over 7 tons, a little over 6 tons of fuel. We'll check the weather en route. We're probably going to take a little bit more if we need to. Takeoff weight 63.4, so even with some extra fuel, we're still going to be fine and below max landing weight. We're underloaded quite nicely. Alternate is Berlin. Easy 97 Mike Golf is the call. Cost index of 4 as per usual. Planned flight level 350 and a nice little tailwind to help us along as well. Expecting 26 left, although the winds are changing just a little bit, so I think we've got a bit of a tailwind. We'll check that out on departure as we go through. And expecting ILS 23 right approach, so nice departure, nice approach. 4.5 tons is plug fuel, so maybe just a little bit more than that if we need it. Let's have a look then at the actual departure route and flight route itself. Yeah, no terrain, didn't think there would be. That's fine. All the nines. It's beautiful weather today in the UK. Clear blue skies and the warmest day for quite some time. So yeah, makes a change. It was almost like summer's been on holiday here in the UK. Hitman, have I checked Sim Update 13 beta? No, I never do the beta testing, just because if it screws things up, then well, it would kind of wreck streams and things, wouldn't it? So so no, I don't test that. And as for the 787 with the EFB, well, it's a Boeing, isn't it? Although I did fly on a Dreamliner for the first time at the weekend, and I have to say it was very nice. It was very nice. I would have preferred an A350, but I'll give it its dues. Particularly the window dimming. What happened to blinds? Now you've got a little button that just fades the outside view in and out, which is incredibly clever as it polarizes the glass. Yeah, so that's fine. Let's have a look at the weather data. Hamburg, what we got. What is the date today? It's the 10th. Oh, I know what I've not done. I've not updated my air cycle. There's a new air cycle today, so naughty me. We'll just pretend that that I have done it. Weather today is just... Oh, do you know what? There's no weather in Hamburg. It looks absolutely fine. The forecast is fine. The same for Berlin as well. Hanover also the same too. Where the hell is that? No idea where that is. And to be fair, Gatwick isn't that bad either. So, yeah, there's our flight route. Nice, a little bit of north going into Suffolk and across the Channel, the North Sea, and then Amsterdam and Germany. Lovely. What have we got? A little bit of turbulence then as we enter mainland Europe. So that could be interesting coming down, couldn't it? See if the sim replicates that. Other than that, there's nothing here that's concerning me and making me think that we need loads of extra fuel. Let's have a quick check of the NOTAMs. Alright, so looks like what we got at the moment. There's a few taxiway closures here in Gatwick. So Juliet between Romeo and Charlie is closed. That's valid now. I've also seen another one somewhere. Juliet between Golf and Uniform is also closed, so we'll get the map out and have a look at that. That's not active. That's not active. Okay. Alright, so a couple of things just to be aware of then. Nothing else I don't think I need to worry about. And then having a look at Hamburg. LNAV VNAV has been raised. Not planning on doing that. So just normal ILS. So mobile crane in the departure sector runway 23 for all IFR departures. That'd be great if they ever got it put into the sim, wouldn't it? Just see a random crane sat there. That perhaps when they roll out the new update to the flight simulator, where everyone can go and sort of add little bits into the simulator, that would be really nice. Barry Barson celebrating 25 months of channel membership. That is incredible. Over 2 years now, Barry. Thank you so much. That's good to have you back. It's good to be back, Barry. It is. Don't get me wrong. I had a interesting time, but it is good to be back. Right. Yeah. Okay. There's nothing else I need to worry about. I'm not worried about anything else there. All right. What we're going to tell the refuelers we want. So 6-4. Yeah. 6-7. The weather's that nice today. We don't need to throw loads of extra fuel in there, do we? So yeah, we'll go with 6.7 tons of fuel. Right, let's get the charts out and just have a look at what's going on with the taxiways to begin with. So we're stand 555. So Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa. So that's probably not going to affect us, is it? So it's Juliet that's closed. Where is Juliet? Right, Juliet's closed between Romeo and Charlie. So where's that? Where is Charlie? No idea where Charlie is. Oh, it's there. Alright, so Juliet's closed here. Right, that doesn't affect us then, so that's fine. And Yankee is closed as well. That's not going to affect us. No, so none of these closures are actually going to make much difference to us. We'll just expect Papa and Bravo 1. That's fine. Okay, so that's alright. We'll get the ATIS information as well in a moment. Quick look at Frayne, but we're familiar with Gatwick, aren't we? So 2.3 miles is the right to turn, ILS DME, and MSA 212223, initial climb 4,000 feet, frame 1 mic. Okay, we may also be offered the dagger in the late stages of taxiing. It's never happened yet, on sim, but there we go. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. Alright, I think we've basically got everything we need there. We have got speed constraints, so we just want to pay attention to that as we go, and then we'll decide how we're going to fly the aircraft once we've got all everything brought in. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's go find our jet, shall we? Then we'll start speaking to the crew and get the passengers on. So right, where are we? Stand 555. There we go. Told you it was a gorgeous day. Look at that. It is. It's looking absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get on. Let's get on board. Ooh, wow, that's some serious frame rate issues there, isn't it? There was real problems with the servers yesterday, wasn't there? Don't know if you guys saw that, but I mean that is really bad. Not quite sure what's causing that. I've never seen it that low before. Maybe it's just Gatwick. Could be. Although this is inbuilt Gatwick, so it shouldn't be that bad. Right, anyway, we've got a couple of messages through. We'll start setting everything up. Let's just check. So we've just got in, taken over. So we've got nav logo lights. They're switched on. And just check. 1215, guard frequencies on. Right, hopefully we may have come back. God knows what was going on there. Maybe that was a Streamlabs issue. Although it was starting to stutter, wasn't it? The sim. Maybe we just need to get out of Gatwick. It's been a while since I had a problem with Gatwick on the system, but well, there we go. Right, cabin crew. Yes, you can start boarding.
Great. I'll let the rest of the crew know, and we'll get started as soon as the passengers start arriving. It could be a few minutes yet, though. All stations were about to start boarding.
There's a lot of traffic here in Gatwick. That's for sure. Right, ground crew, we can hear you loud and clear.
Clear enough. 4 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading.
Roger.
Ground to cockpit.
Are they ready already? Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done.
Okay, thanks. Alright, let's start setting up the box. But first of all, I need some ATIS information, which is 136525. Danny, if it's only 720, that's not me. Not quite sure what's going on there.
And taxiway Charlie due work in progress. Taxiway Quebec closed between taxiway Juliet and Kilo due work in progress.
Oh, they're the note
Acknowledge
items
receipt of information Alpha and advise aircraft type on first contact.
that we noted in the briefing room.
Gatwick information Alpha, time 1250 Zulu special, runway in use 26 left, ILS approach to be expected, transition level 70 wind 180 at 06, wind variable between 140 and 210, visibility 10 kilometers or more, few clouds at 3,300, temperature 23, Dew point 15, QNH 1019er. Taxiway Juliet closed BTWEEN Taxiway Romeo and Taxiway.
Okay, I've got everything I need out of that. Not really sure why the stream is only been doing a 710, guys. According to YouTube, we've got excellent connection. Our Streamlabs is working. Maybe there's a few bugs in the system. That's what happens when you go away for a week. Oh, maybe when we get away from Gatwick, who knows? It might even come back. But there you go. Manic Miner's got 1080 now as well, so that's that is indeed just adding to the interest. Okay, well let's tell GSX as well they can start boarding because, well, self-loading cargo is. Mark 1080 now after an advert. that's what you needed. Yeah, you just needed an advert. Alright, let's get the box set up then. Right, so IRS, we've got 3.5 greens, aircraft status, that's fine, except of course we've got the out-of-date RX cycle because I forgot to update it. Okay, init request, let's see. Let this pull through. So we are easy 97 Mike Golf today. Costing an X of 4 as per usual. Let's get rid of that. Right. What have we got? Tempo. Tropo is 42133. Ground temperature is 23 degrees. The wind. And the IRS in it, that's fine. Yep, stand 555 looks good. Okay, so runway 26 left, that's for departure. Frame 1 Mike. And Hamburg, expecting ILS 23, which is the Ripso 2 Papa arrival. And the veer for that. Have we got a veer for that? Let's quick check of the chart. We don't fly into Hamburg that often. I've landed there a few times. 657. Yeah, that's perfect. That gives us a distance on the operational flight plan is how long? 487. I've got 485 in the box. Perfect. Radnav page then. So we'll pop in the Biggin and Detling. Bigging and Detling both in there. That done. Let's have a look at the cruise flight level. Not put that in. That's going to be flight level 35, did I say? Yeah, 350 and 47. Oh. There we go. Right, so onto our init B page. Have we got our load sheet through? I think we have, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so preliminary load sheet. I've got a takeoff weight of 63.4. Zero fuel weight CFG 30.1. Fuel for the alternate is call that 1.9 tons. And then fuel planning, see what we get. So if you are just joining us, sorry about the initial hiccup right at the start. Not quite sure what happened there. I still don't think the servers are quite right in the game at the minute. Block fuel 6.9, and we're taking 6.7. So I don't think we need 6.9, do we? No, we'll take 6.7. We've got plenty in the alternate backed up anyway. That gives a takeoff weight then of 60. 69.9? That can't be right, surely. No, I've got something wrong here. What's going on here? $69.9. Something. So the takeoff weight on the operational flight plan is 63.4. Oh, I know what I've done. Go back. This is what happens when you go away. Zero fuel weight is 57.2. There. Right. There we go. Takeoff weight 63.7. Why did nobody spot that? Or if you did spot it and I didn't and I missed it, then apologies. Yeah, Elliot, I'm just rusty. That's what happens. Jet lagged and out of practice. To be fair, I can't use that as an excuse. I've not felt any jet lag at all, which I think is pretty good going after whizzing over to the States for 48 hours. Okay, that's done, and then our CFG is what? 28.5. Alright, let's do the takeoff performance then. Runway 26 left, it is indeed dry. Flaps 1. Takeoff weight is 637 and 285. So there we go. Speeds of 140 and 143. Flaps 1 and a flex of 68. Okay, that's done, and thrust friction acceleration value, just double check these in SimSmart. At 1196, that's going to be it's 996 now, it's 200 feet less than that, isn't it? So 996.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our EasyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front.
Okay, because we've got those in there.
Tops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing.
And the engine out procedure on the secondary flight plan.
Please take your seat. To help us ensure
Standard 1700 feet, left turn to Willow.
Keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
So straight away point, just straight out on the runway track at 15 miles out, then left turn Willow. Oh, I think I put the wrong Willow in there. I'm going to put that back in. I think that was a Willow about 4,000 miles away. That's not going to work, is it? There we go. And the hold information is inbound 284 left turns. And then, of course, set Gatwick as the arrival. Two six left, no start, and Willow as the veer. Lovely, check that looks okay. Straight out, left turn Willow, back and round to land. Lovely. Okay, so the box is all set up. Let's contact air traffic control and get our clearance. Right, what frequency are they on? That is 12195. This is definitely the clunkiest and most stuttery I've had Microsoft Flight Simulator for a long time. Yeah, 12195. Delivery, good afternoon, Easy 97 Mike Golf, Type A320, stand 555, requesting IFR clearance to Hamburg, and we have Alpha.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, Gatwick delivery, hello, clear to Hamburg, frame 1 Mike, departure, squawk 3454.
Frame 1 Mike departure and 3454 the squawk for Easy 97 Mike Golf.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, correct.
Right, intercom, hello.
Hi there, Captain. All of the passengers are now on board.
Okay, I'm just waiting final load sheet.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Alright, so we've got everything from ATC, that's in the box and set up, set the squawk 3454. Initial climb 4,000 feet, and we're all set. Let's get the constraints on. Alright, and let's do the brief whilst we're waiting for that load sheet. In fact, we're meant to push in 5 minutes. Don't think that's going to happen, so let me just call ground to see what's happening there.
Go ahead.
Extra 34 Bravo, ready for push.
Can we just get a loading update?
Bravo, squawk 145, close.
There's probably about 5 minutes remaining.
Okay, 145.
Okay, Roger.
Extra 34 Bravo.
Fenix 1-1, Boeing 737.
Codex, thank you for the prime sub. Really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so whilst I'm waiting for that load sheet, then let's do the brief. Okay, so weather here in Gatwick, we got wind 20 at 6, so yeah, nice little wind from the left as we're going. We've got visibility is 10 kilometers or more, fuel cloud 3,300 feet, QNH is 1019, and that's obviously all set. Weather en route is fine, and then as we're coming into Germany, we might just have a little bit of turbulence on the way down, but it's only forecast to be light, so that should be okay. The aircraft is A320. Only thing in the tech log is no weather radar, which we're familiar with. No times to be aware of. There's nothing that's going to affect us. A few taxiway closures, but shouldn't affect the route that we're going to be going today. Threats to be aware of at Gatwick. So we've got the low initial climb. We've got lots and lots of traffic, and as always, there's a slightly confusing hotspot point around the entrance between Papa, Alpha North, Alpha South. Just here, so make sure we don't get this wrong. If you're new to Gatwick, then yeah, study this chart very, very carefully. Wouldn't be the first time I've got lost here. All right, so that's that. Let's have a look. The taxi we're expecting. So from 555, Southland Quebec Alpha Lima Papa. Then we'll tell them we can take Bravo. The departure is straight out, and then after 2.3 miles ILS DME, it's a right-hand turn. No turns below 710. That shouldn't affect us. And then we have max speeds of 220. Now, a quick look in the box at that. Tells us that 205 is our clean speed. So we can clean up, and then we could just leave it as long as we manage speed. Yeah, we'll just clean up and leave it in managed speed. It'll be fine. Yeah, I could pre-select. I could pre-select green dot just to be a bit more fuel efficient. That would get us up quicker, but we're only going up to 4,000 feet anyway, so there doesn't really seem much point. So yeah, that's how we'll fly the departure. So everything in managed mode. I'll get the autopilot on at around 2.3 miles, or if workload becomes higher because of ATC, I'll get autopilot on a little bit sooner than that. So aircraft can fly itself while I deal with comms. And that speed constraint then lifts after the 31 miles from Detlink. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. With regards to the taxi itself, we're not going to do a single engine taxi. Let's ease back into the sim normally. With the direction to first turns to the right, noise abatement 2, initial climbs 4,000, which we've got set. Transitional level is 7,000, and I think that is us all done. Engine out procedure then for the emergency brief is standard, straight out, and oops, wrong app. straight out, and then once we're above 1700 feet we can level off to accelerate away, clean up on schedule, and it's a left turn to Willow. Right, good, done, all happy. Just waiting for that ground crew and the final load sheet then. So Woodcut thought I might have given a sneak preview version 2 of the Phoenix. NDAs do prevent that, Woodcut. I'm sure we'll fly it when it's released. So, if we're all done with boarding, the only thing I've got to do now is just quickly check that the Phoenix is loaded. What fuel were we going to be taking? 6.7 tons, weren't we? So, refueling's completed. Ah, finally. Go ahead.
Hi there, we're now refueling the aircraft and we'll let you know once it's completed.
Oh, roger.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead. I think they've just instantly refueled the aircraft. That was mighty quick,
Hi,
wasn't it?
Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested.
Roger. Right, I want to get that APU started up, then we can get out of here. So, ground to cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We're going to be starting up the APU.
Roger. We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward.
Roger. Right, so refueling is completed. I'll get those pumps on. Seatbelt signs on. APU start looks good. Lazarus GSX can't defuel. No, I don't believe it can. No, actually, like the minor details where the standby compass spins around when the APU turns on. I know. I mean, that's the sort of level of realism they went to. I don't know if we'll see that at the minute. Yeah, there you go. Look, it's just moving around now as that APU begins. It's very clever. Hope these frame rates pick up once we've left Gatwick. APU's available. So, we can get rid of the external power then. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
You can now disconnect GPU.
Roger. Stand by.
So GPU, chocks, cones, etc. They can all go.
Ground power has been disconnected.
Roger. Still awaiting that load sheet, guys. Right, well, let's make a PA to the passengers whilst they're waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this EasyJet flight to Hamburg. We're just waiting for the ground crew to finish loading up, and then we should be pushing back very shortly. We'll be cruising today, flight level 350. Once we push, we shouldn't have too much of a departure delay. So if you now just pay attention to your cabin crew, they will assist you in anything you need, but other than that, get yourself strapped in and make sure the seat belts are fastened, please, as we get ready to push. Departure weather today looks good, so there shouldn't be anything untoward or too turbulent as we go. We've got no en route delays either, so if you have all your baggage stowed, then please go ahead and take your seats and leave you in the capable hands of the cabin crew. Thank you.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you again once you turn on the beacon light. Then we can get you moving.
Roger. Excellent. As if by magic, that actually syncs up quite well because we've actually got the sheet. That's brilliant. I think that was pure luck, though. I don't think there was any sort of actual integration there. Right, so we've got a takeoff weight of 60.6. That's fine. What's our CFG? Is 28. Excellent. All our performance calculations are done. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, if you can call me when you're all ready.
No problem.
So just wait for them to tell us everything's ready and then we're good to go. But before that, let's get the APU bleed on. Oh, they should be off for now. Forgot to do that. Captain, a perfect announcement. So real with the right amount of yeah, you have to schedule those in. We like to keep it real here on the channel. So I'm just having a look to see how we're actually doing. Looks like everyone's sat down, seated and ready. Let's contact delivery and let them know we're ready for push. Pete Mitchell, thank you for subscribing. And delivery easy, 97 Mike Golf, stand 555, we're about ready for push and start.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, hold position, contact down 121.8, bye bye.
121.8, easy 97 Mike Golf, bye bye.
510, I'm back, ready for startup. 510, roger, hold position, contact down.
Easy 1557, ready for taxi.
Easy 1557, beyond British Airways aircraft ahead in front of you, taxi holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left, 5 November Alpha Sierra.
Holding point Alpha 2 via Alpha November Alpha Sierra, easy 1557.
Ground easy 97 Mike Golf, stand 555, ready for push and start.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, stand 555, push and start approved, facing south.
Push and start approved, facing south for easy 97 Mike Golf. Okay, so cockpit preparation checklist, aircraft access has been completed, fuel quantity is checked and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on, it is 3 green bar FQNH 1019, set across checked and 200 feet.
Easy 8641, at Alpha November, give way to British Airways and an EasyJet aircraft going on to Alpha Sierra from November. Give way to them before entering Alpha November.
Thanks, spin straight ahead, please.
British Airways and an EasyJet operating Alpha November, Easy 8641. Easy 8641, the company Easy is directly to your left at the moment.
We have them to our left, Easy 8641.
With the 510, stand 105, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, facing east, for reserve 510.
Okay, before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff date has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed and armed, beacon light is on.
553, push and start approved, face south, caution of a...
Hey George,
Easy
good to see you.
pushing from stand 555.
Hello, Captain. We are
Pushed out approved. We'll keep a lookout. Alpine 1654.
They're ready for pushback, so that's good.
Ground, hello, Osprey 495.
We're about 9 minutes late at the minute.
Request push and stop.
Afternoon, HT.
Push and start approved, face south, Osprey 495.
We're all excited for version 2.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Speed first. Seabird 147 from stand 53, looking push and stop.
Last station, say again.
Ladies and
Seabird
gentlemen,
147, looking push and stop from stand 53.
safety procedures are
2147, Roger, stand 53, push and start, breeze faces.
exit routes,
Push start 250.
life jackets, and brake.
Fever 315, contact Gatwick Tower 124225.
124225,
in the middle.
Easy 890 Whiskey Tango. Continue taxi stand 112 via Juliet, Romeo, Lima.
I daren't pan the view around or look outside because it's just an absolute stutterfest at the minute.
On board.
Easy 1557, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225.
And released.
124.225 here.
When the seatbelt signs are
Easy 8641, it looks like you went into Alpha Sierra, went to Alpha 3, so Alpha November, so your new holding point is Alpha 2. It will be a bit slow for departure now as a result, but it's okay.
And parking brakes released.
pull on each side to adjust.
Extra 3 for Bravo, can we continue taxi?
Before helping others.
Start at will.
If we land on water, take the life jacket.
Engine mode selected to ignition
Put it over
and
your
starting
head.
engine 1.
Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together.
Easy 8641, contact Tower 124.225.
Not inflated.
2425, bye-bye, 641.
When
Griffin 2695, Skywick, if you're with me, taxi Juliet or Short Romeo, expect stand 16.
there is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children.
So this Gatwick here that I've got in is the inner build Gatwick.
Except 3 for Bravo, continue taxi, holding point Alpha 2, 1126 left fire.
Thought it was a bit better on frame rates. This doesn't fill me with confidence.
Alpha Sierra, extra 3 for Bravo.
Easy 5 Papa Echo, continue taxi, Papa hold short Juliet. Easy Jet 5 Papa Echo, continue Papa hold short Juliet.
Continue Papa, you should have Juliet, TG, 5 Papa Echo.
Tom Jet 4 Tango, continue Papa hold short Juliet.
Papa hold short Juliet, Tom Jet 4 Tango.
Andy, you're supposed to tell the ground you're starting. They told me I was ready. I was clear to start, so I think we're okay.
2695.
Griffin 2695, welcome to Gatwick. You can expect stands 16, taxi hold short Romeo for now.
Expect 16
Parking brake set.
from Falco 2695.
Bear in mind, Andy, I'm not that bothered about getting a perfect score with self-loading cargo. That's not really the aim. Engine 1's happy, starting engine 2.
Extra 3 for Bravo, bye-bye.
And we've flown with self-loading cargo before, and it's always been fine.
Left via Alpha November.
Please repeat again for EG 5 Papa Echo.
Easy 5 Papa Echo, continue taxi, holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left via Alpha November.
So just wait for engine 2 to start up.
Continue
It is
taxi
incredibly busy
Alpha
here,
3
though.
via Alpha November, and then we have to renew our takeoff calculation.
Wizard 510 ready for taxi.
Tow truck disconnected.
Last station, say again, call sign. Wizard 510 ready for taxi.
Right is clear.
Wizard 510, Roger. Tom Jet 4 Echo Tango, not sure if I gave you already. Taxi Papa Alpha November, Alpha 3.
Got left clear, right clear. Tugs off, out the way.
Left to Tom Jet 4 Tango.
Wizard 510, taxi holding point Alpha 3.
Sound frequency is
12422.
12422.
Alpha November. Taxi to holding point.
Hello.
Hi, Captain.
One left,
Come in.
yeah, Alpha 3 Papa is Alpha November.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get the crew seated and secured.
Delta 225 at gate 24, request pushback and start.
We're going to start taxiing now, so you can be seated for takeoff.
24, push and start, approved, facing east will do.
Delta 225 to face east.
Do feel like it takes for ages just to cycle through these comm frequencies. There we go.
Griffin 2695. You can taxi
Okay, engine
Romeo,
2's happy.
08 left, Alpha November, hold short Papa.
Romeo 08 left, and Alpha November, and hold short of Papa. Griffin 2695.
That's fine.
Ground
After that checklist,
Osprey
anti-ice
495,
is
one
RFICAM
Quebec
status
Alpha
is
taxi.
checked. Pitch trim
Osprey
is 28. Rudder is neutral.
Roger. Taxi Quebec Charlie, Quebec hold short Lima, and report your departure, your SIDS.
Just wait for that call back, then we'll ask him for taxi.
Taxi Quebec Charlie, Quebec, and hold short of Lima, Osprey 495.
Osprey 495, report your SIDS.
Repeat for Osprey 495, please.
Osprey 495, what SIDS have you been cleared on? I've not got your strip, you're not showing for me for some reason.
Frame 1 Mike, Osprey 495.
Osprey 495, thank you.
Ground easy 97 Mike Golf, ready for taxi, and we can take Bravo for departure.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, Roger, I'll call you back. Easy 5 Papa Echo, contact Scatterwood Tower on 124.325.
Let's do a flight control check then while we're waiting.
25, bye-bye.
Full left.
Contact Scatterwood Tower
Full right.
124.325.
Neutral.
Tower on
Full up.
124.225. From Jet
Full down. Neutral.
Griffin
Full right.
2695.
Full left.
Taxi left
Neutral.
Papa, then on to Zulu, and Mike to stand 16.
Papa, and then Zulu and Mike to stand 16, Griffin 2695. Speedbird 147, looking for taxi to runway, please.
Speedbird 147, taxi Papa, hold short of Kilo.
Taxi Papa, hold short Kilo, Speedbird 147.
Just lied to the passengers about there not being a delay when taxiing, haven't I? Oh well.
Time 1654, taxi Lima, Papa, hold short Kilo.
Taxi Lima, Papa, hold short of Kilo, Alpine 1654.
With a 510, there'll be a Griffin aircraft entering Zulu from Papa. Please give way to them. With a 510, we have stop.
We might get our taxi now.
Variation from the aircraft incoming.
Company traffic's
Actually,
moving
with
in
the
front.
500, the traffic's clear now anyway. With a 510, Roger, that's continuing taxi. Osprey 495, estimate to jump, but you can just continue on Quebec Alpha to hold short Lima if you still can.
You will already make the turn, Osprey 495.
No, no issue. It's just because the aircraft had to start moving.
Come on.
Speedbird 147, continue taxi, holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left via Papa Alpha November.
Continue taxi via Papa Alpha November 226, thank you.
Alpine 1654, continuous taxi, holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left via Papa Alpha November.
Continue taxi to holding point Alpha 3 via Papa Alpha November, Alpine 1654.
Chat amongst
And
yourself,
Osprey
guys.
495, you can taxi Lima, Papa Alpha November, holding point Alpha 3, runway 26
Okay, I'm going to go slightly
left.
out of sequence here while waiting for this guy to sort the ground
But
out.
before you pass Quebec
Little
Alpha,
pet
I'll
check, so we've got
notify
no
you
change
for
in
an
performance,
EasyJet,
no
which will also be
LMCs.
going the same way.
The engine out SID is non-standard, correction, standard,
Taxi to Alpha
straight
3
out,
via
1700
Lima,
feet,
Papa Alpha
accelerate,
November,
left
and
turn
we'll
Willow,
give way to on Lima
holding
to
at
the
4,000.
Yes, Spray 495,
Departure,
the
frame
currently,
1
just ahead of you, a
Mike.
bit to your left, to that one.
Straight out, right turn
Yeah,
after
aircraft
2.3
side,
miles
aircraft side.
LSDME, no turns below 710, noise abatement 2.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, go by you, must taxi on point Alpha 3, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
Alpha 3 via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa and Alpha November for easy 97 Mike Golf.
With a 510, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225. Contact Tower 124.254 with 0510. Thanks for our service. Have a good
Let's
day.
go.
Bye-bye. And
our stop climb altitude is 4,000 feet. Right, peds check done. I say I did that slightly out of sequence here. But let's do the taxi checklist then. So flight controls have been checked. Flap settings config 1, FMA, climb now blue 1, FD2, 4000. Radar preview windshield is on. ECAM man, we've got takeoff no blue, and the EFB is stowed. Disconnected. Speaking about the lags and things and stutters that I'm sure you can all see on stream at the minute, hopefully when version 2 of the Phoenix comes out, the performance is going to be much better. Max, self-loading cargo will have sort of not so much failures but more passenger incidents. So maybe a drunk passenger if you're headed to Ibiza or something like that. Iris, this is not the free Gatwick, no, this is Inibuilds.
Point Mike 1 via Juliet and Mike Delta 225.
Stevens 147, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225.
124.225, thank you very much for the ATC.
Alpine 1654, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225.
Gatwick Tower on 124.225, Alpine 1654.
Easy 97 Mike Golf. If you want, you can take calling point Bravo 1. It's a little shorter, but it's 70 right now.
Yeah, we can do Bravo 1, easy 97 Mike Golf.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, in that case, taxi calling point Bravo 1, runway 26 left on Papa.
Taxi to holding point Bravo 1 down on Papa, easy 97 Mike Golf. Woodcutter, yeah, apparently the performance benchmarks on version 2 look like the performance was better than the fly-by-wire aircraft and PMDG. We'll see what it's like when it comes out, shall we? So what did I say flight time today was? About 1 hour 13, didn't I? An hour on the ground, an hour in the air, sounds about right. These taxi lines, however, look like they've just been painted. Right, so there's Zulu. Alpha November, which we don't
7 Mike Golf, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225.
Over to Tower 12422, easy 97 Mike Golf. Have a good day.
Spray 495, contact Gatwick.
Was there 510 via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left.
Line up and wait for runway 27 left for with 510.
Nice looking TUI Dreamliner. And Tower Easy 97 Mike Golf is approaching Bravo 1.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, Roger.
Oh man, there's a queue. Do you reckon we can sneak out? So what we got? Is that a Delta on Mike? I think Wizz Air's just lining up. There's British Airways behind it. EasyJet behind that.
Gatwick
Delta on
Tower,
Mike.
Spray 495 on Alpha November for Alpha 3.
Roger. Gatwick Tower, this is Delta 225, holding short 26 left. Delta 225, Gatwick Tower, roger. Sunday 4 Echo Tango, contact Gatwick Director 126.825. Gatwick Director on 122.825, Sunday 4 Echo Tango, bye.
Isn't it 126.825? Get that in standby as well.
Was there 510, winds 150 degrees, 7 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, running 26 left, for reason 510.
Speedbird 147, in fact, no, just hold position.
Elliot, I don't know if something is happening on the machine. It's frustrating, isn't it? Let's see what happens if we can get out of Gatwick.
Speedbird 147, behind the landing EasyJet A320 via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left, behind.
Behind the arriving EasyJet, landing runway 26 left.
Gatwick's not going to get me out before British Airways. I can't even blame the kids for watching Peppa Pig. They're not in.
Was there 510, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
126.825 for reason 510.
Looks like he's disconnected now. Speedbird 147 via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left.
Line up runway 26 left, Speedbird 147.
How's everybody else's performance been over the last sort of 24 hours? I know there was a huge problem yesterday. Lots of people had that issue. We were meant to, of course, do this flight yesterday, but Microsoft Flight Simulator servers had other ideas.
Speedbird 147, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, wind 150 degrees, 7 knots.
Clear takeoff from it.
That Osprey's sniffing the fumes of the EasyJet just there. Oh, that smells nice. Got an arriving aircraft I can see in the distance.
Delta 225, your number 2. Delta 225 is number 2. Easy 97 Mike Golf, your number 3.
Roger, 97 Mike Golf. Oh, well, I suppose it's a gorgeous day. Everybody wants to fly today. Anyway, something to do whilst we're sat waiting. If you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting the like button. And for the giveaway a little bit later, you do need to be a subscriber to the channel if you want to be in with the chance of winning the giveaway. That's the only prerequisite.
147, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Alpha Alpine 1654 behind the landing A320 via Alpha 1, line up runway 26 left behind.
Behind the landing A320 via Alpha 1, line up of runway 26 left behind. Alpine 1654.
Just checking those temperatures. I've only got one APU
Bravo
bleed
Victor X-ray 4954
running at the moment.
Alpha 1.
Or the bleed air, only one channel open at the moment, so temperatures look alright. The flight over to America that I had at the weekend on Friday, last Friday, oh my god, it was cold. I felt like going into the flight deck and turning it up myself. I don't understand. Why would you want the cabin at sort of 17 degrees? In fact, they even came around with blankets. Surely it would save... Would it not save airlines more money to have the cabin a decent temperature rather than having to hand blankets out to all the passengers? David, are the passengers noisy? I wonder if there's a way I can sort that out. That's probably a settings in self-loading cargo. Let me have a quick look at this. Ah. That might be a bit better. Aviator says that's just an American thing. Yeah, that's all right, but I was on a British Airways flight, so that doesn't work. Andy, no, it wasn't a night flight. It was the flight from the UK to the USA, so bang in the middle of the day. I'm at 2001, looking when I'm departing Gatwick. It's, sorry, Glasgow. Is it raining up there? Oh, we've got gorgeous weather down here. Veteran Aviator was to get you to buy more drinks, hot drinks. No, that didn't work. I did probably what I shouldn't do and just had beer. Lowers your body temperature, doesn't it? Shouldn't have done that. But it was free, so why wouldn't you?
Alpine 1654, the wind's 150 degrees, 7 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
26 left, cleared for takeoff, Alpine 1654.
Eurowings 2623, contact Gatwick ground, 121.8.
Eurowings? When did that one arrive? I thought British Airways had just arrived.
Was that for Griffin 2623, sir?
Apologies, I called you Eurowings. Griffin 2623, ground 121.8.
Fair enough.
Over the ground, sir. No,
don't remember seeing a Eurowings. All that extra fuel we took, I say all that extra fuel, we only took a little bit. We're going to end up using it here on the ground, aren't we? What did we do? About 20 minutes ago we started those engines.
Easy 469, step with ILS 26 left. Easy 469, I got right tower, runway 26 left, clear to land, winds 150 degrees, 7 knots. Clear to land, runway 26 left, easy 469. Alpine 1654, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
Gatwick Director on 126.825, thanks for service. Alpine 1654.
Delta 225 behind the landing EasyJet A320 via Mike 1, line up runway 26 left behind.
Delta 225 is going to line up behind the landing A320.
Right, so I think we're going out. Were we going out after the Osprey? Anyone would think there was an event on. Aviator, where did I fly to? Well,
Speedbird 447 holding ready for Mike 1 behind the EasyJet.
I'll discuss this in cruise.
Speedbird 447, thank you. There'll be a good few minutes delay. Your number 4 in sequence. Number 4 in sequence, Speedbird 447.
Seriously, how is it so busy? It's 3 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon. So much for a nice quick flight, hop over to Hamburg. Wife's gonna kill me. I've got to go carpet shopping after this. I can see another aircraft on approach as well. Plenty of aircraft coming in. Maybe Gatwick really does need that second runway. I'm not sure how long my GPU can hold out sat here on the ground at Gatwick. Alex says it's school holiday. Yeah, I thought of that, school holidays, but none of these are children that are playing. Well, they don't sound like it.
Gatwick Tower, hello, Easy 5 Mike Juliet. Easy 5 Mike Juliet, Gatwick Tower, continue approach 26 left, winds 180 degrees, 7 knots, 1 to depart ahead. Continue approach 26 left, Easy 5 Mike Juliet.
Delta 225, ready to take off, runway 26 left.
Mike, you don't get why everyone loves Gatwick on VATSIM. You find Heathrow way easier. I think the thing is, at Gatwick, there's usually always air traffic control.
Delta 225, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, winds 180 degrees, 7 knots.
Delta 225, clear to take off, runway 26 left.
Easy 469, contact Gatwick ground, 121.8. 121.8, thank you, bye bye.
Harry says, can't imagine how awful it'll be for the VATSIM controllers to learn the new London TMA once Heathrow gets its new runway.
Easy 8505, you ready immediate?
We certainly are, 8505.
Easy 8505, 5 Mike 1, line up 26 left.
Landing up 26 left, Easy 8505.
So what do we reckon here?
Easy 5 Mike Juliet, expect like landing clearance.
EasyJet will get out.
Roger, 5 Mike Juliet.
Mike Juliet will land. We might get out before the Osprey.
Easy 8505, runway 26 left, clear takeoff, winds 180 degrees, 7 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, 26 left, Easy 8505.
Thank you. Enjoy your food.
Mike says it also seems to attract new people as well.
Contact director
Yeah, I mean, if you are new to the VATSIM, I probably wouldn't fly to Gatwick.
225 to 126, decimal 825.
Easy 97 Mike Golf behind the landing company, 320,
Here we
via
go.
Bravo 1, line up 26 left behind.
Behind company landing A320, line up via Bravo on runway 26 left behind Easy 97 Mike Golf. There we go. We were number 3, I think, not Panda. Kaiser, why? Why not new players come to Gatwick? Just because it's usually so busy. It can be quite intimidating if you're brand new. Glasgow and Edinburgh are great for first-time VATSIMers. Manchester's not bad either, as long as it's not really busy. Belfast as well.
8505, contact Gatwick director 126, decimal 825.
Right, let's see how we can taxi with this.
825, many thanks, Easy 8505.
These terrible frame rates then. And line up checklist. So cabin secured. Takeoff runway is 26 left by Bravo 1. TCAS TRA PAX 1 2 off. And Mike says,
Easy
got it.
97 Mike Golf. Winds
East Midlands for
180
newbies.
degrees, 7 knots,
That's not a
runway
bad shout.
26 left, cleared for
Especially now
takeoff.
it's got some good scenery. And easy 97 Mike Golf, sorry, just repeat.
Runway 26 left, cleared takeoff, winds 180 degrees, 7 knots.
Clear takeoff, 26 left, easy 97 Mike Golf.
Easy 5 Mike Juliet, contact Gatwick ground, 121.
And take off.
Ground 128, thanks, easy 5 Mike Juliet.
So 50% everyone set, engine number 1 critical, engine stable, set takeoff thrust, and flex SRS runway. That feeling of acceleration you get in the real aircraft. Even the sims do it quite well now as well. 100 knots.
Bravo Victor,
P1 rotate.
495, fire off 1 line up runway 26 left.
Runway 26 left, line up and wait, Osprey 495.
Positive rate, gear up.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, thank you very much for your patience.
Just not
Contact
bad.
Gatwick Director 126.825.
12682 for easy 97 Mike Golf, bye bye. Autopilot 1 engaged. Go director, good afternoon, easy 97 Mike Golf, passing 2000 for 4000 for in 1 Mike.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, Gatwick Director, hello, climb now, flight level 130.
130, easy 97 Mike Golf. Open climb 130.
Easy 113, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH is 1019. 4,000 feet, 1019, easy 113.
Sorry, positive rate.
Easy 8505, route directed to Samar.
I've been in America, does that count?
Samar 8505.
Eurowings 32, fully established.
Eurowings 32, thanks, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME.
160 at 4 miles, Eurowings 32.
Easy 113, turn right, heading 29, is there
See, you go away, you forget stuff like
0
that.
degrees, easy 113.
Flaps 0, spoilers disarmed.
Flight level 70.
Frame rates do appear to be getting better now, moving away. They'll be brilliant by the time we get to Hamburg.
Eurowings 3T, contact Gatwick Tower, close that and
Release cabin crew.
1225,
124, 225, Eurowings 32.
Delta 225, there's no further ATC, continue with Unicom 122.8, it's going to happen.
Temperature's good.
Unicom on 122.8.
Spoilers. Flaps. Gear. Lights.
Gatwick approach Osprey 495, passing 2,400 for 6,000 Osprey 495.
See you later, Elliot. Hope you enjoyed your time on the ground in Gatwick.
Climb flight level 130, Osprey 495.
Easy 113, descend to altitude 3,000 feet. Descend 3,000, easy 113.
Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our
It's 78 Foxtrot, you're going to have 28 track miles, descend to altitude at 5,000 feet.
Migo says, over the summer you got a chance to fly in an older 737-800, an old A320 and a new 320neo. Both Airbus aircraft were from the same company. Both the older craft had better passenger comfort though. Airliners seem to be increasingly stripping down the seating with no recline and harder seats. I'm going to guess that was a low-cost carrier, perhaps. Then, that Airbus.
Fly heading 040 degrees, climb flight level 190.
Heading 040 and climb flight level 190 for easy 97 Mike Golf.
Easy 113, speed 180 knots. Speed 180 knots, easy 113. So it's 78 Foxtrot, turn left, heading 290 degrees.
To the left, heading 290, 78 Foxtrot.
deviate
190 blue.
There's no further ATC, continue with Unicom, good afternoon.
Over to Unicom, thank you sir, easy 8505.
Easy 113, 10 left, heading
10,000 feet done.
Published on the localizer.
Clear the radnav out.
Descend with the glide path.
Turn 201 established on the localizer, turn 260 easy
350 is going to be fine.
Descending on the glide path.
And cost index 0.
Speedbird 447, passing 2,300.
We're now north of the field, so I will
447, Gatwick Director, hello, climb now, flight level 13.
clear the secondary flight plan out.
Flight level 130, Speedbird 447.
Sid 78 Foxtrot, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend flight level 4,000 feet, 78 Foxtrot.
Yeah, so the giveaway today is a copy of Self-Loading Cargo, which is providing all of the cabin crew announcements plus my voice interaction as well. Lemon Wolf, maybe we could do an APU failure stream one day. We could do something a bit different, isn't it?
Osprey 495, turn left, heading 045, climb flight level 190.
045 and climb flight level 190, Osprey 495.
Easy 113, speed 160 knots, maintain till 4 DME.
Speed 160 till 4 DME, easy 113.
Sid 78 Foxtrot, descend 3,000 feet, speed now 180 knots.
Sid 78 Foxtrot, almost up to the video, it's quite easy.
Sid 78 Foxtrot, descend 3,000 feet, speed now 180 knots.
Speed now 180, descend flight level 3,000 feet, 78 Foxtrot.
We're now well and truly into the school holidays, of course, and I do remember...
97 Mike Golf, resuming navigation direct to Casper.
Oh, navigation now direct to Gasper for easy 97 Mike Golf.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, thanks. There's no further ATC, I'm afraid. Continue with Unicom. Good afternoon.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the service, easy 97 Mike Golf. Bye-bye.
Easy 113, contact Gatwick Tower, call sign only 124.225.
Oh, wrong button. Don't do that.
Call sign only 124.225, easy 13. Thank you, bye-bye. Bye.
Sid 78 Foxtrot,
direct to Gasper.
Localizer 265.
A beam points, I put the radial in, I don't want that. Where are you
Sid
going?
78 Foxtrot, turn left heading 280 degrees when established. Localizer, descend with the glide path.
Descend heading 280 degrees, descend with the localizer, speed by 78 Foxtrot.
What are we doing here? I want to go direct to Gasper, yeah. I want the beam points in. And insert. Unless I did the same thing twice. I hit the beam points in twice for some reason. Anyway. There we go. Gasper, and we can go now. Flight level 350.
Osprey 495, resume navigation direct to Gasper.
Just climb up and climb 350.
Resume on navigation direct to Gasper, Osprey 495.
And Osprey 495, thanks. There's no further ATC. Continue with Unicom. Good afternoon.
Over to Unicom, Osprey 495. Thank you for the services. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Speedbird 5442 descending to flight level 10,000 on approach to Gatwick.
447.
Yeah, so in the school holidays, I do remember that I just used to spend so much time both on air traffic control games when I was a kid and the flight simulator.
447, A firm, climb flight level 190.
Great way to spend the holidays, particularly when the days were rainy.
Speedbird 4, correction, Speedbird 5 at 442.
One of the things I did notice on my flights this weekend, and there's were a lot of them in a short space of time, it seemed to be absolutely ages before we got the seatbelt signs off. Well, there wasn't any turbulence or anything like that. So, don't know, it was just something I noted.
78 Foxtrot, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 DME.
Speedbird 78 Foxtrot 160, continue until 4 DME.
Have a good one, HD. Speak to you soon.
Gatwick Director, hello, Cathay 446, 4000 with you.
Cathay 446, Gatwick Director, hello, climb now, flight level 130.
Clap now.
Right, let's get on to Unicom then.
Cathay 446.
Sid 78 Foxtrot, contact Gatwick Tower, call sign on nave 124.225, bye.
124.225.
There we go. Yeah, so for those of you that didn't know, I was literally flying into flew into the USA on Friday. It was, and I was coming home on Sunday. Literally there for an event on Saturday night, which meant a lot of flights within a short amount of time. Which, let's face it, someone like me doesn't bother me. The initial plan was Manchester to Heathrow, Heathrow to Philadelphia, Philadelphia up to Albany, and the return journey was meant to be exactly the same. The first flight out of Manchester was delayed by about an hour and a half, and I'd got about an hour... No, sorry, the first flight was delayed out of Manchester was delayed by about an hour, and I'd got about an hour and 45 minutes or so crossover time between landing in Heathrow and getting on the flight to Philadelphia. Sadly, because of the delay in Manchester, it meant when I landed in Heathrow, I'd got 50 minutes. I thought, that's okay. 50 minutes. 50 minutes to get through Terminal 5 and get on my Heathrow flight. Unfortunately then, when I went to go through the security barriers or whatever for the transfers, the ticket wasn't working. My boarding pass wasn't working. It needed to take me to the BA customer service desk. Okay, could do without this delay, but went through it. Anyway, apparently the reason the ticket wasn't working is because computer had said, no, you're not going to make this flight. I'd got 50 minutes. I'd got 50 minutes to make this flight. I could see the blooming aircraft, and of course, as I was literally only going for the weekend, I got no baggage. I just got hand luggage on my back. So I was very, very annoyed that a computer says no issue meant, she said, because the customer service agent said, no, you're too late. You've missed this flight. I was like, it doesn't depart for 50 minutes. It's there. I can see it. It's out the window. I'm in the same terminal. But no, computer says no. Absolute pain. Hate it. But what can the person on the help desk do? They can do nothing. They can only do what the computer says. They're not allowed to apply common sense, are they, anymore? So I says, well, what's the alternative? I need to get to Philadelphia. She says, well, this is the last flight to Philadelphia today, so sadly, that's not going to happen. I said, well, yeah, fair enough. So, what are you going to do? How are you going to get me there? And I see the chat is now just going absolutely mad because Phoenix has announced that it's going to be out in an hour. Well, I'll let you into a little secret. The reason we were doing this stream now is because I wanted to be on the ground for when it released. I think I can... I'm not breaking any NDA now to say, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't know when exactly, but I knew at some point this afternoon. Sean Sidden, artificial intelligence is not a replacement for actual intelligence. Yeah, absolutely. Humans must obey the computer. Sadly. So, that was it. She said, well, we can get you to Albany. I went, well, that's fine. That's my end destination. How are you going to do that? She said, right, okay, we're going to send you to JFK instead. Okay, send me to JFK, fine. She said, and then can I get a flight from there? She went, no. I'm like, oh. I said, okay, then how am I getting to Albany? She said, so we'll send you to JFK, and then you need to get yourself to LaGuardia, and then get on a flight from LaGuardia up to Albany. It's like, well, if that's the only option, I'm not thrilled about it, but if that's the only option, fine, I'll do it. So yeah, got on another British Airways flight to JFK, and it was fine, apart from being absolutely freezing. Then got into JFK, managed to ring for a shuttle bus. I should have got a limo. I mean, British Airways were paying. So then I got to JFK, got on the bus, got to LaGuardia. The LaGuardia flight was delayed by 4 hours. So that was meant to depart at about 8 o'clock in the evening, USA time. It was midnight before it left. I arrived in Albany about 1 a.m. The airport was pretty much shut. It's only a small airport. Everyone had gone home. So I just walked straight out. Thankfully the hotel was a 10-minute walk away. Checked in, fell into bed. At which point, of course, because of the time difference, I'd been awake over 25 hours, so I wasn't feeling that good. So I thought, right, I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to get a good 12 hours sleep. I didn't need to be up any sooner than that. So I set the alarm, and off I went. I woke up about 9 a.m. and I've still got like 3 hours to faff around here and just lay and chill. However, I got an email from American Airlines saying that my flight tomorrow back from Albany to Philadelphia, remember my original routing back, Albany, Philadelphia, then Heathrow, Albany, Philadelphia, Heathrow, then back up to Manchester. The initial flight from Albany down out to Philadelphia had been cancelled. So I was like, well, hang on a minute. How am I getting home? You've cancelled the first of my flights. So I spoke to American Airlines, whose the flight was with, and they said, right, well, you'll have to see the staff at the airport when you get there. I'm like, well, when would I get there? There's no flight to get. You told me it's cancelled. Now remember, I'm only 10-minute walk away from the airport, so I thought, oh, forget this. So I got myself up, showered, and went out. I'm just going to walk to the airport and try and sort this. So I went to the airport. I said, guys, right, can you tell me why the American Airlines flight is cancelled tomorrow? I understand that that is the case. How am I going to get, how are you going to get me to Philadelphia? I need to be there for 6:30. So then they had a look. They went, what flight's cancelled? I said, the flight from Albany tomorrow to Philadelphia, it's cancelled. Look, here's the announcement that I've just got. She's tapping away on their computer, and it's not cancelled on our computer, it's still going ahead. I'm like, really? She went, yeah. I says, well, in that case, why am I not on it? She went, okay, well, what's your passport and your booking number? So I gave them all that stuff. They had a look and went, oh yeah, you're not on it, are you? I'm like, well, I was this morning, until you cancelled it. She said, well, it's not cancelled, I don't understand that. She went, let's try and book you back on it. So they went to start putting me back on it. They went, oh, we see what's happened. I went, yeah? They said, well, the flight isn't cancelled, but it's had a schedule change. It's now departing 7 minutes later. I'm like, well, that's nothing. She went, yeah, but it's also had a flight number change as well. She says, what's happened is someone in the American Airlines office somewhere has hit the wrong button on the computer, and instead of just moving you onto the changed flight, they've cancelled you off it altogether. I'm like, okay, well, that was daft. So can you put me back on it? She went, well, no, it's full. I went, well, full? What do you mean it's full? I was on it an hour ago. She went, yeah, it's full now. So we'd have to put you on standby. You'd be like 6th on the list. I said, I'm not liking those odds. So how else can you get me to Philadelphia? Or I don't actually care. You just need to get me home. You need to get me to Heathrow, and then I'll sort the rest out from there. So I said, well, there's a flight that leaves at 6 a.m. You need to be at the airport for 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, bear in mind, I did know, because of the event I got going on Saturday night, I was going to be back not probably until 1 a.m. So I'm thinking, I'm going to get back at 1 a.m., I might have 2-3 hours sleep, and I'm going to be back here at the airport again. Alright, okay, well, fine, I just need to get home. So, says, yeah, okay, we'll do that. I'll be back here, 5 a.m. So, they went, right, we'll book you on. There you go. Right, she says, you are on standby for this 6 a.m. flight. But you're number 1 on standby. Alright, what chance have I got of actually getting out? She went, you will. Definitely. You will definitely get out. It's the first flight of the day. It's 6 a.m. Everybody, loads of people miss the first flight. They overlay, they flat tires, traffic, whatever. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get on that flight. Alright, right, okay. Fair enough. I will take it. So, she said, oh, this is strange though. We can't print a boarding card for some reason, so you'll have to get it when you come to the airport tomorrow morning. I said, well, that's fine, but I want something in paper, an email or something on paper to let me know that this is my kind of itinerary. She said, I can print one of those off for you. I'll print the itinerary off. Like, okay, great. So after another 2 colleagues came over because they couldn't get the printer working, they eventually printed my itinerary off. Like, there it is. Wonderful. There's my 3 flights home, leaving the first one 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. I'll be back tomorrow. So I was getting a bit hungry at this point, and I spied a Dunkin' Donuts upstairs, which I do love. So I went upstairs, got myself some lunch and a donut. And I was starting reading through the itinerary, and I looked at the date. And I thought, hang on. This flight that they've booked me on tomorrow is actually for today. So I read it, and I reread it, and I reread it again. And then I thought, I'm going to have to go and check. So I went back downstairs. So sorry to disturb you again. But am I reading this itinerary right? Because it seems like I'm on the flight today, and it should be tomorrow that I fly back out. So she looked at it, she went, oh my word, yeah, they've booked you back on for today's flight. She said, well, that's okay, do you want to go today? I'm like, no, I don't want to go back until tomorrow, I've got something on tonight. So I went, right, okay, we'll get this sorted. So another few minutes stood banging my head against a wall. They booked me on, but again, I was still number 1 of on standby. I was still number 1 on standby for the flight at 6 a.m. the following morning. So like, yeah, alright, fair enough. Anyway, that was that. I went off, did what I needed to do. Had a great night Saturday night, for the reason I was there. And then flew, and then got back to the hotel about 1:30 in the morning. Set the alarm for 2-3 hours time. And then I was back at the airport for 5 a.m. And I got to the airport to find out that my 6 a.m. flight had been delayed by 4 hours. In fact, no, I found that out in the hotel. I woke up to a sign saying, to an email saying my 6 a.m. flight was now delayed until 12. It was a 6-hour delay. It was 12 p.m. 12 p.m. it was meant to depart. So I thought, well, can I now just stay in bed, or do I just need to get myself to the airport and see if I can get home? Because I'm on standby anyway. So if someone doesn't turn up, I need that seat. So I did. I got myself up, walked back to Albany Airport. I knew the place quite well by now. Got through security, and then I went to the check-in. I went to the gate desks and said, "Look, I'm on standby for this flight. I can see my name up on the board there. I'm number 1 on standby. What can you do? What's the chance of me actually getting it? Because, well, this flight was meant to leave at 6 a.m. when everyone was going to overlay and miss it, and I'm here. How am I going? What are my chances of getting on this flight now? It's delayed. I've got no chance. No one's going to miss this flight now, are they? Now you've delayed it by 6 hours." So they said, no, it's fine. Let me have a quick look. So they had a quick look and said, right, we've already moved a couple of people. There's a seat spare. Here you go. This is your seat. Like, brilliant. I've got a seat number. I've now got boarding passes. So fantastic. Anyway, so I just had to potter around the airport for 6 hours. And let's be frank, if anyone happens to know Albany Airport, it's a great airport. It's clean. It's got quite a few amenities, loads of shops. Great areas to view as well, if that's your thing. So it was a nice airport, but 6 hours there. So it got to about 12 o'clock. I'm thinking, I'm meant to be at gate B11, the American Airlines gate. There's another 2 flights departing from that at the minute. So I went on the Flight Radar 24 app, and there's no flights coming in. that are American Airlines. So where's this bloody jet? So at about quarter past 12, I went back up to the gate agents and said, you know this like flight that I'm meant to be on? Where is it? And they went, oh, we'll just have a look for you. So a few more tapping away of the keyboard. And they went, ah, right, okay. We have got an aircraft here. They have got an aircraft here. And we're just going to get it out of the hangar now. I'm like, right, brilliant. And funnily enough, about 60 seconds or so after I'd spoken to them, I got a bing on my phone and they made a PA announcement. Now, I'm not saying that they forgot about this flight that had been delayed for 6 hours, but it was quite coincidental that after I went and asked what the hell is happening with this flight and where's the jet, that suddenly we got an update saying that the flight was now going to be delayed even further. So I went back and says, okay, you've got the jet, why has the flight been delayed? She went, yeah, we're just bringing the jet across from the other side of the airport now. The problem is we don't have a pilot. So the pilot's flying in, and he should be here about 4:30. So this is now a, 10.5 hour delay from 6 AM till 4:30 in the afternoon. So, like, let's think about this. So the pilot arrives here at 4:30, he's then got to get in the jet, he's got to sort everything out, you've got to get a new flight plan. He's not going to be out of here before 5:30. My aircraft for my British Airways flight home from Philadelphia to Heathrow leaves at 6:30. It's an hour's flight time. 5:30, 6:30. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make this flight. So he says, well, what do you want to do? I went, it's not what I want to do. I want to get home. You now need to get me home. You've delayed this flight by 10.5 hours. And what's really annoying, because I forgot to tell you this, I said, what's really annoying is there has been another 3 flights today have left from this gate. American Airlines, same aircraft, same destination to Philadelphia. They've all left on time, whilst this initial one, you just kept delaying and delaying and delaying. Would common sense not have said, just delay the others by about an hour and a half, 2 hour each, and get this one out, just the initial 6 hour delay? But of course, that's a computer says no issue. So, there you go. So they said, oh, well, yeah, well, it's just the way things have worked. But the pilot's coming in, so don't worry, we'll get you out at 4:30. I went, 5:30. I went, well, that's going to be too late, isn't it? How are you going to get me home? Because my British Airways flight will leave. She says, do you want to move on to another flight? I went, yes, please, because I'm going to miss the one that I'm meant to be on, aren't I? So she went, right, okay, we've got one leaving. We've got an American one leaving Philadelphia for Heathrow, and that's at that's at 7 o'clock. I went, right, okay. In theory, then, if we leave at 5:30, that's potentially doable, but knowing how you've been so far, I'm not going to hold my breath. Is there another flight? I already knew there was because I'd already looked. So yeah, there's one at 11 PM. I said, right, and what is the seating capacity like on those 2 flights? She said, we've got loads of seats on both of them, the 7 o'clock one and the 11 o'clock one. They're both empty. I said, right, so you can book me onto the 7 o'clock one. If I miss it, because you delay me even further, I'm definitely going to get on the 11 PM one. She said, yeah, absolutely. I went, right. So let's do that. Anyway, the flight did leave, as I'd worked out, at about 5:30 from Albany to Philadelphia. I arrived into Philadelphia and literally saw my British Airways plane taxiing to the runway. So I was like, well, clearly made the right choice there then, because I wasn't going to make that. So, yeah, got into Philadelphia. Boarding closed for my American flight in 33 minutes, and it was about a 20-minute journey to the other side of the terminal. I'm like, that's fine. I can make that. I'm not going to stand and wait for a bus, because Philadelphia Airport, again, if you know Philadelphia, it is a long walk, but it's not like it's separate buildings, so you just literally walk one long walk from one side of the terminal to the other, which I quite enjoyed, particularly as I knew I was going to be sat down for a heck of a long time. And I'd been sat down pretty much all day, apart from the occasional time when in Albany Airport where I decided to walk around and explore. So yeah, and then I made the American Airlines flight, got on, and it was quite nice. The best thing about that flight was I had the window seat and I had a full row to myself. There was hardly anyone on that flight. It was pretty empty. So that is where things started finally going right, and I got back to Heathrow in time, got the British Airways flight from Heathrow back up to Manchester, and that was it. But that day on Sunday, I literally spent 12 hours at Albany Airport. So there you go. Yeah, Wayne, I'm going to Bognor Regis next time. Racing says this sounds like every traveller's worst nightmare, all compiled in 24 hours. What I didn't say as well is, and this was nothing to do with the airlines, but my phone company over here in the UK have completely messed up, because when I got to the US I got no phone signal either. So I couldn't even call anyone for help. As long as frankly I've got free Wi-Fi at the airport, but that was it. And the thing that kind of jumped out at me was that the European airlines or flights destined for Europe, if they are over 3 hours delayed, then you know you're going to get compensation because of that. The Americans don't have that, so there's no incentive for them to keep things moving and keep passengers there and get them on time. If a flight is delayed in America by 12 hours, so what? If a flight is delayed heading to Europe, or it's a European airline, over 3 hours, you're going to get a substantial amount of money back, to the point where some people I know have almost got their entire holiday fund back and had a free week away just because they were delayed like 12 hours getting there. So Guido, can you claim compensation? The thing is, what would I be claiming it for? Technically I was never delayed, because I got to the end, I got to my destination within 3 hours of the allotted time. So hey J-Hug, you and my dad roasting in the sun. Oh, you're still building a shed, aren't you? In fact, aren't my children there? Get my kids on the case, they'll help. Andy says it's the most advanced backward country on the planet. It is, but you know what's really weird? And there's something about this which I can't explain. Maybe if you're into aviation like I am, you'll get it. The strange thing about all of this was that this all began the day before I flew. This all began on Thursday. All of this began with a delayed British Airways flight landing into Manchester on Thursday evening, meaning the crew were out of hours. And because the crew were out of hours for the following morning, my British Airways flight, the initial one, was delayed. That meant then that I obviously got rerouted via New York, and my flight from Philadelphia to Albany never happened. That is the flight that that caused the error in the American officers, American Airlines officers somewhere, because they saw I didn't get that flight, so they cancelled it. They actually cancelled the wrong flight, and so it spiraled out of control from there. And that is the whole thing with aviation. One small thing that happened, even a day before I travelled, maybe even a day or two, depending on the knock-on effects, it is that knock-on effect that created all of that chaos for me over the weekend. And it wasn't even my flight that caused the problem. So, it is. It's amazing, isn't it? But, there you go. Oh, right, where are we? I've not bothered doing top of climb checks and stuff like that. It's all been taken over with my my storytelling. Sorry if I bored you. Looks like Fenix version 2, block 1 is rolling out now. Is this where the servers crash and my plane turns off? So yeah, on Twitch, yeah, we are off to Hamburg. We should be there in... we're only 255 miles away. We'll be there in 45 minutes, I reckon. Something like that. I reckon Vatsim could be busy tonight with the Fenix coming out. Right, what's that message that we've got there? EasyJet Ops probably complaining because we were late. 10 minutes late. Yeah, that was ground delays, air traffic control delays. So Phoenix version 2 deployment at 14:22 Zulu time. So that was... well, that was about 20 minutes ago, wasn't it? Timo was once bumped off an international flight on Singapore Airlines. He got so much compensation he upgraded to business class on the flight back. I mean, it's alright if you could do that, isn't it? To be honest, getting home wasn't an issue for me. Even if I got delayed a day or whatever. That didn't concern me. It was when I missed that first flight to America that really upset me. William says Discord said about an hour or so, so that's 17:30. Well, remember, William, use Zulu time. That way everybody knows then, doesn't it? Because obviously that might be 17:30 where you are in the world. It might not be where everybody else is. For example, 17:30 for myself is in a couple of hours. Tobias, great storyteller. I could turn it into an audiobook. Charles B. Barry, thank you guys for the sub as well. Remember, we still have a giveaway to do as well at this flight. So you do need to be a subscriber to that. That's the only thing. Right, have we got any 80s for Hamburg? Is any of that available? 12432.
Met report time 1420 Zulu Special. When passing 200 Zeros, monitor Unicorn on 122.800. Expect ILS approach runway 23. Runway in use for landing 23 and takeoff 33. Transition level 60 when 300 degrees 11 knots. Variable between 260 and 330 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. 4,500 scattered. Temperature 19er. Dew point 9er. QNH 1020. Hamburg information B out.
Hamburg information B, was that?
Hamburg information Bravo.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's what we need there. Right, top of descent's coming up. Let's have a look at the get into Hamburg then, shall we? Scrap some charts, see what we've got. Now we've listened to the ATIS. So, here's the arrival. So we'll get down to flight level 110 when we hit top of descent. That's the in and out. To be fair, might not fly the full procedure. If we can get down a little bit sooner, that's fine. Cut some track mileage off. Let's have a look. MSA is 2,100. Let's get some wireless information. So transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. Minimums will be 262. ILS information. India Hotel Whiskey. Track 228. Airfield elevation is 43. Missed approach is 4,000. Straight ahead, 5.5 miles ALF, so we'll stick ALF in the box as well. Right, now we've got the information on there, we'll set up the box, then we'll do the brief. It's a pretty straightforward approach, this, isn't it? Christopher Shaw, version 2, block 1 is coming out at... Right, so that is 1,500 Zulu then, isn't it? 1,500 Zulu, which is, yeah, in about an hour and... Oh, no, it's not. It's about 12 minutes. in about 12 minutes then. Excellent. We'll land at Hamburg, and then we will get the new Fenix. Now I do know they may not, or they may have already announced this. I've not seen, but you will need to uninstall the Fenix aircraft that you've currently got using the Windows uninstall program option. That is very important. So make sure you do that. So I won't be able to quickly just like sort of re-download it and then jump in. I need update it, then jump back in. You need to quit everything and then off you go. Right, let's set up the box then. So flight plan 23, yeah, that's fine. Radnav page 1ALF in there. The fixes page. I want EDDH runway 23, isn't it? Yeah. 9-mile radius is the platform altitude, 3,000 feet. Performance page, let's fill that out. QNH is 1020. Temperature is, I have written this down somewhere. Where's it gone? I can't read my own writing. Temperature is 19. Minimum's 262. Transit altitude 5,000 feet. How long's the runway? (3250). So config 3. VAP of 139. Second of flight plan, copy active. Done. Aviator, yeah, uninstall everything Fenix related from the Windows settings. Go ahead. I believe you're going to be told that you need to uninstall the Fenix and then reinstall this new version. Don't update the unless something's changed in the last couple of hours when I was working with the devs. You're going to need to uninstall it all. But that's no hardship. A clean installation's always better anyway. Tim, will I be streaming version 2 tonight? I'm not sure. I've got quite a lot going off at home at the moment, catching up after the weekend. Plus which, you'll all want to have a play yourselves, won't you? Right, let's do the brief then. So, just before I do that, 1020 in there. 1020 in there. It's done. Okay then, so weather we've just heard is 30011, so a nice, decent wind coming in from the right actually. That's one thing to test with the new Fenix update tonight. Make sure you go and land in a crosswind. Because that has been improved, so you guys know I'm a tester for the Fenix aircraft. So I have flown this new version, crosswind, takeoffs and landings, much better. Yeah, so landing here in Hamburg, 311, varying 260-360, so yeah, we could feel that as we're coming in. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more with scatter clouds 4,500 feet. QNH 1020, nice dry conditions, so should have a nice runway to land on. Aircraft is still fully serviceable, we haven't broken anything. No node times that are going to affect our arrival into Hamburg. Threats to be aware of, nothing really, you know, a bit of unfamiliarity once we've landed. Say we don't normally land in Hamburg that often, so just be aware where we're going. So it'll be left, then crossing 33 to the terminal, so there we go. But yeah, no terrain or anything like that around Hamburg. It's a nice airport to fly into. So let's brief how we're going to do, how we're going to fly the arrival. So, enter destination data. What have I not put in? Winds. 300 at 11. There we Yeah, so how we're going to fly the arrival, top descent, then we'll get down flight level 110. We'll probably try and get down in open descent. And if we get down lower then, instead of flying the full procedure, I'm going to aim to sort of be green dot at 632. And then as soon as we can, we'll cut the corner, right turn, flaps 1 as we make the base turn, and then flaps 2 with the glide as we're coming in. It's an ILS approach, it's normal 3-degree approach, so nothing concerning there. Transition altitude's 5,000 feet. We're going to use auto brake low, and then once we have landed, we're vacating left, and then left again to cross runway 33. We expect our gate over here somewhere. Go through the box, just confirming. ILS 23 is there. Radnav, we've got the ALF VOR in there for the missed approach. EDDH23, let's get that in. That's fine. Landing weight is 57, 58, 59, 60. About 61, just under 61 tons. And sector of flight plan is still active. That's fine. And the go around in case we need to, that's pretty straightforward as well. So straight out, and then 5.5 miles from ALF, it's a left turn, hold at the Hamburg VOR and climb 4,000 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a good flight with us today. We're currently at our cruising level of flight level 350. We're making good time towards Hamburg, and we expect to actually be arriving on time. The weather ahead looks good, so it should be a nice, comfortable flight. Please put the seatbelt signs on. Put the seatbelts on when the seatbelt signs is illuminated in a little while. We will be starting our descent very shortly, but for now I'm going to leave you back in the capable hands of our flight crew, and I'll be in touch once we're in our descent. Thank you. So that's about 5 miles there, we can see that. I do believe we've got yeah, I do believe we've got some ATC online as well when we get into Hamburg. Pierce Miranda, do we really need to install the previous version? You can't seem to find the info on the blog post. Unless in the last couple of hours they've found a way to... There was a problem with some of the logs that they were doing. So we shall see. Oh, Mountain Man B says there they've just announced you need to refresh install. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Right, let's get down. So saddle over descent 110 blue. No, Lex, no, you're not the only one hearing the constant bings in the background of self-loading cargo. I do think it's a bug, so I have got the option turned off. It's basically the passengers pressing their overhead button for a bit of attention from the cabin crew.
Rex, verlasse die AMZ nach Osten. Vielen Dank für den Service.
Right, we've got the speed wound up 270. Let's get into Hamburg and enjoy the new Fenix. Pokies Gaming, rating with a party of 7 over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon again, once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've just begun our descent into Hamburg. We should be looking to arrive in about 20 minutes time. If you need to use the toilet, we suggest doing so now, as the seatbelt signs will be turned on soon, and then they will go after go out of use. You'll hear from me next after landing, so once again I wish you a very good afternoon, and I'll speak to you again shortly. That was the worst PA in history. Charles B, I do have a slight tutorial on GSX, yes. There's a couple of videos I did on it. One was the initial release and how it all works and things. The second one was how to make it even better. No, actually, I think you're going to give it a couple of hours before downloading it. You reckon they're going to be absolutely hammered very shortly. That is probably very true. Daddy N, thank you for subscribing. Timo, when the restrooms go out of use, do they just get locked? No, nothing like that. Basically, seatbelt signs on, so that's it. You're not allowed out your seat.
Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay.
Yeah, everything's fine, thanks. We should be landing in about 20 minutes.
Great. Just give me a buzz if you need anything.
It was PMDG, wasn't it, when they released the 737 that the servers just got hammered and basically broke. Let's hope that doesn't happen with the Fenix. So Hamburg Tower is on 12685. Let's get that in the standby. I do think this is the update that everybody has been waiting for. Ever since the Fenix first came out, and the performance, let's be honest, wasn't that of PMDG or the fly-by-wire. Hopefully now, the performance is going to be stunning. That is quite a nice view. I don't know where that is, but it looks nice. Remember guys, once you've downloaded the new version, make sure you uninstall completely the old version using your Windows uninstaller. Very important that you do a fresh, clean installation. It's not so much an update as it is a new aircraft. Captain, the IAE engines should come out in the next block, which I think they were looking for at the end of September, I think. Christopher, he's downloaded it, so he now needs to finish work. The mentor says it actually has an okay performance on the Fenix, so actually quite excited for the update. It is a free update, Tim, yes, indeed. Oh wow, look at that. I've not seen that before. Brilliant. Not just an airplane, but a contrail as well. Epic. Right, we've got no ATC around, so we might as well try and vector ourselves in, hadn't we? We've got an aircraft who's about 6,000 feet above us, that's no concern. So let's go get ourselves direct to 632. There we go. Oh, Lazarus, is that you? Ah, that's fine, mate. You're miles above us. Right, might as well wind ourselves all the way down. The platform altitude is 3,000 feet, so go for that. So 3,000 blue, we're now on local QNH 1020, set cross checks, get the belts on. And the approach checklist, so bar FQNH 1020, seatbelt signs are on, minimums 262, auto brake low, and the FP is stowed. Looks like we'll level up about 3,000 feet here. That's fine, because obviously we need to slow down as well. So that will probably be around here by the time we've done it, which is fantastic. A nice CDA in, and a little... get our passengers there a little bit quicker. Perfect. Flight crew, prepare cabin for landing. I wonder how many hundreds, thousands of people are trying to update the Fenix right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open.
Chad Vader, good afternoon, Chad. How you doing? Hope you're having a great time. Says he's flying from Liverpool to Palma in real life for his jollies on Saturday. EasyJet all the way. Oh, Chad, I'll see if I can find out who your pilot is. Tell him to give you a hello. Got a few mates at Liverpool. So, yeah, that sounds like a nice holiday as well. And thank you so much, Chad, for your kind £5 donation. That's very generous of you. Thank you for supporting us. Right, speed 250. Rafael, thank you for the sub. Remember, our giveaway is coming as well. A giveaway of self-loading cargo. We'll be doing that as soon as we get on the ground. Remember, you just need to be a subscriber to the channel in order to participate in that once we've landed. Chad, sadly they won't let you in the flight deck. No, well, not when they're airborne. Before and after, you can get in. So if we can actually see Hamburg now as we're getting down. Yeah, there it is. There's Hamburg. For anybody interested, for those of you who fly British Airways here in the sim, particularly the shuttle flights, A320, cost index in use at the moment for British Airways is 0 or 20 a lot of the time. That's for the A320. Oliver, yeah, that surprised me too. Not even EasyJet flies 0. More the merrier. That's a great little fact. I like that. Hamburg is actually the biggest non-capital city in Europe. Is that right? When you say biggest, how do you mean? Population or... Right, let's manage the speed. Green dot. It's just become a little bit bumpy, hasn't it, actually? Chris Packett, you managed to get the new update. Excellent. Right, there we go. Perfect. Flaps 1, speed's checked. Not yet. Come on, slow down. Open descent. We've got a tailwind pushing us, that's the problem. Okay, heading. Let's just tidy up the flight plan as well, shall we? Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. Could do with a click spot's been a bit better. And we're about 14 miles out. Lights up, lock blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. There's lock star. Hey, Dr. Magic, celebrating 27 months of Shell membership, says just got back from work in time to catch the stream. Do you need to rewind to hear the tale of the US? I'm afraid you do, Dr. Magic, yes. If you want to hear it all, you can listen to me babble on for a while.
Cross runway 33, taxi to stand 02 Alpha via Zulu 3 and Zulu 1 Orange Line.
This might be the worst landing I ever do in this Phoenix now. Before we get the new version. Look at this crosswind that we've got. Hamburg Tower, good afternoon, easy 97 Mike Golf is established, runway 2311 miles.
Easy 97 Mike Golf, Hamburg Tower, moin.
Oh my word.
Delta Sierra India, turn on your transponder. Delta Sierra India, schalten Sie Ihren Transponder an.
Let's add 5 to the VAP, shall we? VAP now 145.
Delta Sierra India, verstanden. Verkehr, kurzer Enterflug, Piste 23, Airbus A320, melden Sie Verkehr in Sicht.
Ja, sehe den Verkehr, Delta Sierra India.
Delta Sierra India, verstanden. Fliegen Sie hinter genanntem Verkehr den Enterflug der Piste 23, Vorsicht Wirbelstellen.
Flieg hinter dem genannten Verkehr.
Manson, if your Phoenix is still showing the old version, make sure you've completely uninstalled the old version. Very important. Use the Windows uninstall feature to remove everything Phoenix. Okay, flaps 2. Speed's checked. Flaps 2.
Easy 907 Mike Golf, reduce final approach speed.
Reduce final approach speed now, easy 97 Mike Golf. Gear down. Spoilers.
And vacated at Delta for Alpine 1654.
Alpine 1654, welcome to Hamburg, taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
And flaps 3. Cabin crew seats for landing.
Hamburg Tower, hello, Osprey 495, ILS 423.
Delta Sierra India, drehen Sie einen Vollkreis links.
Dreh Vollkreis links, Delta Sierra India.
Landing checklist, cabin crew go around, altitude is 4,000 feet, set. Ikabebo, landing no. Right, let's see.
Easy 907 Mike Golf, traffic, light type VFR, 2 miles in front of you, report traffic inside.
We don't have the traffic. We don't have the traffic at the moment, easy 907 Mike Golf.
Easy 907 Mike Golf, roger, traffic is no factor now, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23, easy 907 Mike Golf. It's too bright to see traffic. Okay, so giveaway after we've landed. Autopilot disconnected, I have control. It's a nice crosswind landing to finish this old version of the Phoenix before the new one is flown. Let's see how it handles.
Okay, 4905 Hamburg Tower, hello, number 3.
So left, left rudder, right aileron. And hold the rudder.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Hamburg Tower, good afternoon.
100.
Ricardo 1294, radio check.
50.
Tower 1294, Hamburg Tower, hello. With your 5, frequency 126.85.
5.
Please, I don't understand. Repeat, please.
Tower 12904, standby.
Spoilers for screen. Decel.
Alpha in
Manual brakes.
54 cross runway 33. Taxi to stand 09er via Bravo 6 and Zulu 5.
That was windy.
33 to stand 09 via Bravo 6, Zulu 5, Alpine 1654.
Delta Sierra India, fliegen Sie jetzt in den Endanflug der Piste 23.
The cabin crew will shortly be...
Fliegen in den Anflug der Piste 23, Delta Sierra.
However, we ask that you remain seated.
Right, let's get ready for a giveaway, shall we?
Hamburg Tower, Moin, video 555, frequency 126.850.
Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you. Check in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew.
Tower 12904, Roger, call back shortly for clear.
For the latest news, promotions,
Easy 907 Mike Golf, taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, hold short 33, easy 97 Mike Golf.
Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave.
Delta Sierra India, nach Aufsetzen und Durchstarten fliegen Sie in die Platzrunde der Piste 23, Piste 23, frei zum Aufsetzen und Durchstarten.
Piste 23, frei zum Aufsetzen und Durchstarten, danach in der 9. Platzrunde, Delta Sierra India.
Tower 12904, ready to copy clearance?
Yes, I ready for copy clearance, Tower 12904.
Tower 12904, information Charlie correct, startup approved, cleared to Echo November Zulu Whiskey, correction, Echo November Zulu Victor, via Ekan 1 Golf departure, flight plan route, climb via SIT 5000 feet, squawk 2502.
Guitar 12904, clear for destination as filed by Aker 1 Golf standard departure. Initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 2502. Guitar 12904.
So we'll get on the gate and they'll sort out the giveaway.
12904.
And then everyone can go and enjoy the second version of the Phoenix. Phoenix version 2,
we're
Block
ready to
1.
push a start. Guitar 12904, thank you.
Easy 907 Mike Golf, you're now on Golf. Continue taxi via Golf and hold short of runway 33.
Apologies, we'll continue on Golf, hold short 33, easy 97 Mike Golf. Told you we didn't land in Hamburg often. Guys, you don't need to do the whole giveaway exclamation. That's not the way to enter the giveaway. I will let you know how to do that in a moment. You just need to be a subscriber. And then I'll let you know how to enter it in a moment. One thing I did notice as well, whilst I spent a lot of time in aeroplanes and airports over the last weekend, it's a lot easier to see the runway signs and taxi signs in real life than it is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Don't know how they can address that, but it just is. Not really sure what they can do there to assist with it.
Delta Sierra India, gegen Anflug der Piste 23, 4 aufsetzen und durchstarten. Danach Verlassen der Kontrollzone über die Sierra-Route, Sierra 2, Sierra 1.
Delta Sierra India, verstanden, Verkehr, Airbus A320, 3 Meilen Endanflug, Piste 23, melden Sie Verkehr in Sicht.
Habe den Verkehr, Delta Sierra India.
Delta Sierra India, verstanden. Hinter genanntem Verkehr fliegen Sie als Nummer 2 in den Endanflug der Piste 23.
Hinter genannten Verkehr in den Endanflug
Christopher says to turn off the balloon. I don't even know if that's turned on.
Osprey 495, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Osprey 495.
Easy 907 Mike Golf, cross runway 33, taxi to stand 10 via Bravo 3 and Zulu 5.
Bravo 3, enter for Zulu 5 and stand 10, easy 97 Mike Golf.
Itaro 1294, ready to push start.
Itaro 1294, pushback approved, facing south on Yankee 3.
Pushback approved, Itaro 1294.
Right, so we know where we're going. Right, let's stand 10, I think they said it was, wasn't it? The GSX can now be launched if we can find stand 10. There's Zulu 5.
Hamburg Tower, Lufthansa 0209.
My word, sounds like a droid.
Lufthansa 020, Hamburg Tower, moin.
Lufthansa 020, ILS 323.
Not like something I'm going to have to redo the videos now with the flare techniques. Not really, because they should be, you know, exactly the same. The difference is now, with the new update, it's just a bit more responsive.
Piste 2-2, zwei zum Aufsetzen und Durchstarten. Danach verlassen wir Kontrollzone über die Sierra-Route Sierra 2, Sierra 1, Delta Sierra India.
Osprey 495, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Taxi Delta 1, hold short 33, Osprey 495.
That's good enough. Okay. Parking brake on. Right, I want to run the replay, and that means I obviously want to run the giveaway. So let me just turn off VATSIM, say thank you very much to Self-Loading Cargo for being there. We're going to get rid of Self-Loading Cargo now just as we do this. So let me just exit that. And let's have a look then at running our replay. Make sure, of course, we come off VATSIM before we do that. So, those who flew alongside us, thank you very much. Here is the replay, and what we're going to do, in order to enter this, all you guys need to do now is just type in the ACO code for Hamburg, which is Echo Delta Delta Hotel, obviously. So, type that in to be in with a chance of winning a copy of Self-Loading Cargo. Their latest updated version is very good. Get yourself an updated version of Self-Loading Cargo, then go and get yourself the version 2 of the Fenix. So there you go. Be interesting to see what this landing was like, actually. Now we all know, of course, that crosswind landings in the Fenix at the moment they're difficult to nail. They really are, and there is a reason for that. The devs have also acknowledged that as well. And it was something to do with the fact that when you were sort of putting the rudder into decrab, you lost some aileron authority, so you couldn't sort of put in the aileron you needed, so the wing would dip. I'm sure you've all experienced that. This has now been fixed. So once you've got version 2 of the Fenix, find somewhere where there's a really strong crosswind, or create your own, of course, and then try and land. And also take off the Fenix, because the same thing happened with Takeoff as well. So you may see in a minute. I really had to fight this aircraft down and get it to maintain on the center line. I'm not quite sure. What was the landing rate down like as well? Was that any good? Not sure what it was like, but anyway. Didn't look too bad. Christian, all you did yesterday was base training. You're going to have to do it all over again now. Unlucky. Is that what the replay was? 899? I think we can take that with a pinch of salt. I'd have gone through the runway. Alright guys, so I know you're eager to go get your version 2 of the Phoenix, so we're going to roll the giveaway then. After 3, congratulations, the winner of self-loading cargo giveaway is 3, 2, 1. Congratulations goes to Tyler. Tyler07. Tyler, you have 24 hours to contact me either via email or through Discord, and we'll get yourself set up with a free version of self-loading cargo from the developers. Congratulations, Tyler. Just give me a wave so I know that you're there. But yes, thank you so much, everyone. Huge thanks to those of you for watching today. Appreciate that. It is great to be back after my USA epic. If you want to hear all about that, rewind the stream to where we got to top of cruise, and I basically bore everyone with my story of my trip to the USA, which was well, it wasn't boring. Let's put it that way. It was interesting at times, also quite frustrating. So thank you very much, everybody. Our next live stream will of course be in Phoenix version 2. Don't know when that will be, but of course it will be in Phoenix version 2. So I look forward definitely to seeing you all for that one. Thank you everyone for watching. I will let you know in Discord when that next stream will be. And of course a huge shout out as always to our EasyJet Sim channel members for all the support you guys give. Thank you so much. Enjoy Phoenix version 2 everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.